almost 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Panthers, and it comes your way.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week, though.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference. You'll let it slide. But, hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one.
You look at this Carolina defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away their timing.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This is Donnell with the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Dreadnoughts are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. But you look at this defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the number 1 overall offense in the league.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Young on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead here's Swift.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now here's Young.
And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Young.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Romeo.
Touchdown ground.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now.
What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 15 and a first. 7-7, our score after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball is getting there, and it's thrown in. He doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taking it across the 45. 15 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Looking to throw, Young. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On play action, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Again, it's Young. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down.
Looking to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting it back on the sand.
That's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, I'm going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And onto the field here come the Panthers. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Young to throw it.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Young to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Young will set to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Young.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Panthers.
Romeo Dobbs
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Panthers get a late score here, the final minute of the 1st half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. This offense back to work now late in this 1st half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Going left side, and he's got Donnell. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Dreadnoughts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Panthers 14. Jake Moody to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A first down throw for Young.
Completed out left to Downs.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. Exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
First down,
now they try the right side here.
Brought down at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Touchdown! A A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Dreadnoughts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Panthers 14.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go, set. Check white, check pink, blue, check.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Yellow, line.
Young on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, 74 yards. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there. 52 yards. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
92 yards for him on the ground now as he's been terrific here this afternoon.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. Where do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Dreadnoughts are able to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Opposite. Green. Black swap. Switch. Yellow.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ready. Go.
To throw, Young. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Young now. And he's got his man on the out route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Check white. Check pink. Blue check.
Now a give right side Swift. He'll take it inside the 25.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Third and 8.
The play fake. Now Young.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. And we're back now in Charlotte, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 2nd down, Young again.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his big tight end here. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain it.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Dreadnoughts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Young on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
1st and 10, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll throw again. Young. And that is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Well, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Right?
Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Romeo Dobbs
from 3 yards out.
And the Panthers get a bit closer.
The Panthers will line up for the two-point conversion.
The Young's going to throw for this.
He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they rattle off a big one. 62 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Yards to go.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter.
It's Young on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing, Young.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down. To get
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dreadnoughts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Dreadnoughts 55, Panthers 29.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Carolina getting set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Young to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this.
And the Panthers coming out now.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a first down throw for Young. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Here's Young. And my goodness, another interception.
It's Brian Branch with it. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
2nd and 6.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That ball caught by Campbell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for our visitors, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.